playoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Rush center down for the offense. First down. He hands it to the back. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Short connection to the tight end here. Powers through a tackle. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to give this quarterback enough time to be able to make the right read and throw. And over the years, Chris, Michigan State, that signal caller always seems to be efficient and smart and accurate. We're seeing that again today.
Spinning out of the tackle. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. And the Spartans starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Back in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a 1st sack of the game.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackled, but 1st down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
High completion, good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they grab the early lead. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket now. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll use the ground game here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. And they get him down after the completion.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with more pre-snap movement. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And the Redhawks pick up enough for a first down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he fires the football to the right side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Sparty. And the defense adds 6 in the interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Miami offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on 3rd down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Picks up the first down and still going. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They finally get him down, but the offense with a big spark to wrap up the first quarter of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
The Red Hawks are in the red zone now. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Handoff heading left. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to protect the Michigan State quarterback and give him time to make an accurate throw for the first down. And, boy, over the years, especially recently, they've had great quarterback play. Connor Cook, 3 years of starting, outstanding performances by his Michigan State offenses. Kirk Cousins, we saw what he could do when he was at East Lansing and the job he's now doing in the NFL. Even going back to Drew Stanton, who's more of a dual threat guy. Spartans have had really good quarterback play.
And the Spartans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play.
Down he goes. A sack. Defense looking to keep the pressure on. 3rd down coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Here's the 2nd down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Drop in back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Love that big target on 3rd down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. When you get to 3rd down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. The Spartans will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Catch made by the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Redhawks offense retakes the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's escaping the pocket now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That's a bullet pass to the left side. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Miami offense back on the field. They'll run the option. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Really good patience here from the back, and anytime you have a big gain like this, that means the receivers are doing their job as well at that second and third level of the defense, picking up some bigger blocks and helping them get even more yards.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback, and it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
And the Redhawks line up with a 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play. Second down and goal. And it's incomplete and a very quick throw.
Yeah, the quarterback makes the right decision here on the RPO to get out of the run game, get the ball out to that right flat, just unable to execute with the throw.
On 3rd and goal, they've got to cut into this big lead. Probably 4-down territory. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. You get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
I thought there might be some initial penetration by this defense. The offense decides to run it up the middle. And I got to give all the credit to this back. He saw just where he needed to go and uses that vision to get this touchdown.
Went after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking, really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 10. Touchdown, Michigan State. Made the defense look slow that time.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person. You saw it in the first half. Seemed to score in every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Redhawks offense retakes the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down, they're going to throw the football. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught quickly. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Pitch to the back. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They're going to run it. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there,
and he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Redhawks.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Point after, not right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Nice grab. It's Cook. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He lets it go. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Ball handed off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Touchdown, Sparty. This quarterback on fire today. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Miami offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Pitch play to the back. Refusing to be brought down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too.
Football comes out. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Here we go.
Quarterback drops back. He'll take a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Incompletion makes it second down. Gets the first and still running. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. And a course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams. Freeing up the backers will make the play.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Caught near the sticks. It's Jefferson. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. And they'll set up with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try to run it with the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
When the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. They just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it go. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And that run produces a decent gain.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Sticking with the running game. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. There's the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.